Hydrogen is not a supplement like a vitamin or like a mineral. Hydrogen is fundamental, basic. It is the very foundation that this universe and life is based on. You see the periodic table of the elements. Now, I don't want to become too scientific. I could speak for weeks on end, and we would only touch the surface. Suffice it to say, H as hydrogen is the first element in this fundamental tool of science. That is how important it is. Scientists believe that the first element that was created when our world was created was hydrogen. And this is an image of a huge hydrogen cloud in a faraway galaxy. What is important to know is that life is older than we humans are. And I want to show you, I don't want to scare you with that, I want to show you one pathway of how hydrogen works in the body. Let us take a closer look. You see the red ones, the big ones, this is oxygen, and you see small ones with an H. This is where hydrogen comes into play. And some of you may be able to read St. Krebs cycle. This is how energy is produced in the body, not only in the human body, but everywhere. The St. Krebs cycle is named after famous Nagiera-Polski St. Georgi Albert, a Nobel Prize laureate who was the first one to discover that hydrogen is the original fuel of life. We tend to believe we eat and our body burns something to create energy. That is a very nice belief for kindergarten. What our body really does, it burns hydrogen, the original fuel. If you look again, you see the small blue circle spheres with an H. Let's look closer. H stands for hydrogen. Let's look inside. Now, this is not striptease, this is science. We look into a hydrogen atom. And what we see is there is a center, like a planet, and there is a moon. The center has a plus, and the moon has a minus. In the world I live in, minus is good, plus is bad. But that is the world of science. What it means for you and you and you is, hydrogen is like a battery. It has a plus pole and a minus pole. Hydrogen is the original energy that drives our bodies, but that also drives technology. Now, talking about technology, if you look around, you see lamps, you see the lights, you see this microphone. Electrons are what drives everything. Electrons are energy. This is what drives us, this is what drives technology. In technology, we use copper wire, copper cable, to transmit energy. But We are no robots. So if I had copper wire in my body, it would be difficult to move. Nature does it in a different way. The energy originally is coming from the sun, is picked up by the plants in photosynthesis. We eat the plants, and this is how the energy comes into the body. And in the body, we do not use copper wire to transfer energy, we use hydrogen. This is how fundamental hydrogen is. No hydrogen, everything is finished. Hydrogen is the absolute foundational basis, everything we do. When the energy travels in the body, it jumps from hydrogen to hydrogen to hydrogen. It goes through various cycles to be processed in the body. And maybe you can see this structure. It looks like a very tasty cherry. This is a cell. And in those cells, we have a lot of other structures that do various things. But one structure is of importance for you now. It is this one. This one is called a mitochondrion. The mitochondrion is mighty. Science knows today we are not the solitude person that we believe to be. We are a corporation of other species. And the mitochondria are like bacteria. They are not human. We live together with them, and they kindly create energy for us. So it is symbiosis. What science knows now, and you are among the first to learn about this today, is those mitochondria, most of them are in the brain, in the heart, and in our eyes. These mitochondria are nano-sized hydrogen power cells, as they are used in modern technology to drive cars and to drive all kinds of technologies that are about clean energy. The only clean energy today on the planet is hydrogen. Every other energy is dirty energy. Hydrogen drives us, drives cars, drives light. It is the energy of the future. There's another aspect to energy, and you know about it. 6,000 years before our time, people were hunting. And as they were hunting, they were picking food and eat along the way. This was until 6,000 years of today. Today, we are cooking. What cooking does, primarily, it preserves food. But what it also does, it destroys energy. So, today, we not only have stress, cooked food, pollution, like electromagnetic radiation, we have all kinds of threats of modern life. And what all of this has in common is only one thing you need to know. All of those threats are plus. Plus, plus. Plus is bad for our body. H500 gives us the minus that we need to protect ourselves, that before 6,000 years we were getting from eating raw food, picking fresh as we go. So H500, by giving hydrogen, does not only give you energy, it also protects you in a fundamental way. Because today, pollution is a million times stronger than it was 150 years ago. We made a little experiment. Some of you may know about it. What you see to the left looks very ugly. This is dead water under a special microscope. And you can see how dead it is. It looks ugly. Now what we did, we took a little bottle, small bottle of H500, and we put the closed bottle into the dead water. So the dead water was never in contact with H500. It was bottled in that glass. It's a little complicated, but what happened is, from the ugly left, through indirect energy and information transfer, H500 turned this ugly water in a beautiful healing water. So basically one can say H500 is about energy, but it is also about protection.
võimas toode, kasutage kõik hashtag 500.